Benji Kast, director and producer.
Anarchy, actor.
This film almost defies words. It's so incredible. Can you talk about, I guess let's start with the different styles you used. It's interesting how it starts out as what feels like a very low-budget horror film, both in the technique and the subject matter, and kind of the different places it goes, but it's so impeccably exact in the styles you're using for that subject matter. And can you talk about, I guess, your inspirations for those, and how you achieve that?
It started out with a historical premise, and just watching it now, that part seemed to be like a long part of the movie, but we framed it. We came to this place where we realized to frame it. It would be interesting to approach it from a horror movie perspective, because there's a much broader idea that never quite fit together. So what I really wanted to do was portray the journey of this guy being affected by the magical space guitar, which had recorded the memory bank of this historical figure who's a real person, Lord S, and his what would be like a heightened, dark period of the end of his life, towards the end of his life. If that makes sense.
What are your favorite horror movies?
Well, the one that affected me the most as a child was Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm actually not a huge horror buff, but when I was a child, I went to the Boys Club in Santa Fe, and I was probably like 6 or 7. I'd never seen a horror movie, and they played the show. I thought it was called like Trans Am on something. Oh yeah, I want to see that movie about the Trans Ams or something. And it was Nightmare on Elm Street, and I was haunted for years and years after.
Anyone else? So what was, how long did this take to make, as far as writing, like how much of it changed during the production? Can you speak, I know you said that the framing device came in later, but, can you speak more to, I guess, building the whole structure,
Yeah, so since it'll probably never be a longer film, the idea was that this character, Lord S, was vis-a-vis like his Hellfire Club buddies back in the day, was taken up and wound up, being downloaded into this apparatus that wound up accidentally in our society, and eventually kind of crept and snuck and hide it away in this hotel room. And so does that answer the question?
Does anyone else have any questions?